Good morning. We're here in Jaén in Spain. Just had some breakfast, nice coffee made on 12-volt coffee pot, some oat milk and some nice Spanish fresh zumo de naranja. Bit of snow on the mountains last night, so yeah, pretty chilly, but the forecast for the rest of the week is looking to be nice and warm. We're hoping to go climbing later on today. I've got the guidebook here. It looks totally awesome. This is the place we're at. It's called Jaén Escalada. Hello there. So after 10 days in Jaén, climbing and van life and enjoying the sunshine scenes, we're now heading home back to North Wales. So we're starting the journey north across Spain. This time we're getting a ferry from Bilbao. So we left Jaén after finishing climbing today at about 5:30, and we drove for 1 hour and then rapid charged at a gas station. Gasolin, yeah. Then we drove for another hour and we got to this, we're a few hours south of Madrid, but there's a Tesla destination charger here and a Tesla supercharger, neither of which we can use unfortunately. So we've managed to find a 2-pin Shuko plug that we can plug into. We're going to be here for like about 7 hours now, so we're going to spend the night here. And Amy is just cooking some dinner, so because we're plugged in and charging. Also use the power to power the induction hob, which is great. Avoid having to use any gas to cook with. Got this amazing like smoked paprika from Spain. Sweet paprika, really good. So we're making nice like tomato mixes. Will be our dinner for tonight and lunch for tomorrow on the road. And over the next sort of day and a half, we're going to drive over to Bilbao. Back again at Hotel Venta Juania. And what a difference to last time. Last time it was here, it was snowing, it was like -2 degrees. We're here about 1,500 meters, just about maybe 2 hours north of Madrid. But today it's sunny now, a little bit of snow up down the mountains. And we're using the free Ultra charger that's rebranded by a Spanish company. power coaches, but it's still activated. You can still activate it using our UK Polar Plus card. And we're going to sit outside and get a few snacks now, and then hopefully get to close to Bilbao later today. Hello, good morning. We're here in the Basque Country. So we gave ourselves 2.5 days to drive across Spain back to Bilbao, ready for our ferry. But the drive back went so smoothly, we did it all really in one day. We got up quite early, about 4 AM, to do the first leg, which was 80 miles, which is about on the range of what our van can do. So we wanted to do it when the roads were quiet. We did that, and then just carried on going all the way across Spain. And because we're travelling during daylight hours, during office hours, we mainly used Nissan garages, which were free, and a few with free rapid chargers. I think we paid for 2 altogether, so total cost to cross the whole of Spain was 10 euros, so 5 euros each, which is totally ridiculous. So we're now in the Basque Country in this national park. We thought we'd investigate some climbing and maybe some walking around here today. So we can see we stayed over there last night, next to this beautiful church. It's so amazing here. It's so different to the south of Spain. It's so green and luscious. It reminds me a lot of North Wales or the Black Forest in Germany. Yeah, it's really, really nice. So yeah, let's go off and explore. We are in Bilbao. Now we're just relaxing before our ferry later on today, which will take us back to the UK. So unlike on the way down, we're on our original ferry as planned. The weather is nice. It's not been cancelled due to bad weather like last time, so we don't need to drive through France. But actually the ferry takes about a day and a half, almost 2 days really, to get back to Portsmouth. We could actually do it faster, even in an EV, 24 kilowatt hour EV, driving through France. I mean, France, it's just it's as good as the UK, if not better in some places. Has a really good rapid charge network and an excellent destination charger network. So yeah, no problems really driving around France. Spain, as I've probably mentioned previously, it's early days for EVs in Spain. It's not quite as good, especially in the middle of the country. So around in Bilbao, in the north of Spain, and same in Catalonia, the charge network is fantastic. Lots of chargers, lots of rapid chargers and everything, but it was only in the middle really it was a bit challenging, and it was mainly challenging for us because we've got a 24-hour battery pack with a range in winter. But between rapid charges of about 60 miles, we managed to push it to 80 once at a stretch to get between charges. But if you had a guaranteed range of 80 to 100 miles, you'd have literally no problem at all. So the 40 kilowatt-hour version of this van, or even a 30 kilowatt-hour Leaf, it would have been very straightforward. In terms of activating the chargers and finding out all about them, the app which everyone uses in Spain is called Electra Maps, and it's a really good app, just like PlugShare or ZapMap, but for Spain really. And all the chargers in Spain, we didn't need to order any RFID cards. They're all done using mobile apps. Being a campervan makes the journey quite relaxing, so if we do have to use a slow charge or what have you, then we just get in the back and cook some dinner and just relax. The only hiccup that we had really was we had one charge point fail on us. We used our 2 kilowatt suitcase generator that we've got in the back there that we carried with us. That was like our fail safe. Even though you only used it once, it was very useful. I mean, probably if it was a more sociable hour of day, this was in the early hours in the morning, this charger failed, we would probably have gone to the hotel and tried to sort of negotiate access or use of a plug. But since it was pretty late at night and we just wanted to get some sleep and then carry on in the morning, we ran the generator overnight and used the generator for a few hours in like 2,000 miles worth of driving, so it's pretty negligible. Probably over 1,000 or 2,000 miles per gallon of which is pretty good for any vehicle really. We had one of the stretch that was a little bit over our range. It was about 95 miles. We did 80 miles of that, and then we used a domestic socket at a gas station. And we find people are really positive. If you ask, can you see a plug outside? Oh, look at that. Nice, tasty. Tapas, pinchos, lunch. Look at that. Got some blue cheese and hummus and some oranges, some strawberries. Cool. I'm going to have a spot of lunch, and then we're going to get on the ferry. So what do you think, Amy? Have you got any final words to say about this trip? What do you think of it? Are you sick of charging?
No, it's a really nice opportunity to stop and explore places. Obviously service stations, not necessarily the most picturesque spots, but some of the other destination charges and bits have been really lovely to go.
But hanging out on the van's pretty nice. We put the ferry lights on.
Yeah.
And
it's very relaxing.
Shut the windows, you can just sit back and put this music on, and like even a service station,
coffee,
or watch a film. It's going to become once it's dark and everything, you don't know where you are. Relaxing.
It makes just like kind of the pace of things nice and chilled.
Yeah, right. Kind of breaking it down to we only really drive for like an hour and a half maximum, without until we get to the end of our range. So that means that the drive never seems too intimidating. If you put in the entire drive into the sat nav, it would say like 8 hours, and that's quite depressing. That's quite a long way. But if it's just 1 hour at a time, like right, I'll do an hour, then I can have a coffee and have some snacks and relax for a bit. So definitely.
Try and practice our Spanish or French.
Yeah,
very
definitely a very relaxing way of driving, and you get to see a bit more of the country. Definitely need to remind myself to drive on the left again. Just got so used to driving on the right. You got like bottom of your nose.